All right, Dana, cold tonight, but all eyes are on whatever this storm is, just in time for some holiday travel.
Yeah, I think holiday travel is going to be impacted here, but we're not talking about a huge event that's going to stall any travel. I think just for Wednesday morning, overall, slow and steady wins the race. Might want to just delay travel by a few hours if you're concerned about slick roads. I'll give you all the details in just a minute. So today we got into the upper 30s in coastal Maine, but in northern Maine today, some places didn't even get out of freezing, which is much below average for this time of year. Average high of 47. I've talked about below average temperatures for a lot of November. We'll have to do some digging at the end of the month to see if we set any sort of records for a coldest start to November. We did have plenty of sunshine out there today, though, so that's going to impact us tonight and giving us the ability to get to some colder temperatures overnight. But we're watching this system right here, which gave some severe weather to the south earlier today, and this system is going to slowly traverse towards Maine over the next couple of days and is going to give us our main impacts on the day Wednesday. But overnight tonight, we're going to see some low temperatures drop into the teens for a lot of us, some lower 20s, but overall it's going to be a pretty chilly night out there. So tomorrow is going to feel a lot like today. It's going to be on the chilly side, a little bit breezy, but plenty of sunshine until we get into the afternoon, where we're going to have some increasing clouds ahead of the system that we're going to see Tuesday night into Wednesday. So if we look at the temperatures here, we're going to start out with most of us being snow, perhaps all the way down to the coastline, but the coast is going to be warm enough that where it's going to switch over to rain rather quickly. So as we go throughout the morning, I think the snow line is going to be a little bit more south here. I think Lewiston and Augusta are going to get a little bit more snow than this model depicts here. But as we go throughout the afternoon, the changeover from rain to snow, or from snow to rain, excuse me, is going to go from south to north. So we will start to warm up as we get into midday. So it would allow some changeover to a mix to rain a little bit farther north. However, I think far northern Maine is going to stay in snow for much of the day, and this system will really start to exit our area by the time we get to Wednesday night. And by the time we get to the actual day of Thanksgiving on Thursday, we could have a little bit of leftover drizzle, a little bit dreary out there, but overall in general it is going to be on the dry side. We could break into some sunshine in coastal Maine as we get later into the day. So this is how much snow potential we're looking at. Coastal Maine, just some coatings which would probably be washed away by the rain. Then we get to 1 to 3 in the Lewiston, Augusta, and Bangor areas. 3 to 6 in northern Maine, and some of the higher elevations could see up to 6 to 9 inches of rain. And behind this system, that's when we're really going to have some more cold air come in. So after Thanksgiving, we're really going to drop down to below average highs for this time of year. Some rain forecasts. We've got some gusty winds out there, so we will have a gale watch in effect for Wednesday morning before that system. So our 7-day forecast, I think the best thing for Wednesday is, if you're concerned about slick roads, like I said, just delaying travel by a few hours to allow that changeover to rain would be very helpful. Also just being cautious when driving in general. The actual day of Thanksgiving, though, Zach, is going to be plenty of sunshine, maybe a little dreary in the morning, but overall a good day if you're going to be doing any traveling that day.
Yeah, and the couple days after looking good too.
Absolutely.
Dana, thanks so much.